Hey my loves, you welcome to my YouTube channel, and in today's video we're going to discuss talk about something that is so important, something that is so vital when it comes to business, when it comes to how successful your tailoring business would be. Like, it's so vital, in the sense that it determines how successful your business would be, let's say 10 years, 5 years, or 20 years from now. And it's the core muscle of business. Yes, I'm going to put it like that. It's the core muscle of business. And this has to do with how you charge your customers, how you set your price when it comes to your services, when it comes to ranging your tailoring services or your sewing services. Now, this whole topic, you might feel okay, yes, I give my price the way I want, so it's normal. Well, this topic, as should I say, it has caused a lot of issues for some fashion designers, some tailors that um could not or didn't set the standard or the structure for how to charge their customers at the onset of their business. Yeah. And it's not good, or should I say it's not fair, when obviously your tailoring skill or your sewing skill, it's like the most major source of your income, or it's just the only source of your income. But then it's the profit you make from it, something you use on a daily basis, something you can only use to eat on a daily basis, or that's just it. You can use it to pay rent, you can use it to pay school fees, or any other thing. It's just totally to eat. That's the profit you can make from your tailoring business. That's bad. That's bad. So if you are aiming to know how you can charge your customers and how you can make good use of that your profit, how you can actually save and make good use of that your profit, and also how you can overcome fear when it comes to charging your customers, then keep watching and let's dive right in. So you might be wondering why I'm holding a pen and a book, yeah? That's actually because I plan on dishing out every little information about this whole topic to you. I don't plan on missing out on anything. So I just have to jot everything I have to tell you so I don't forget about any little details. So we're just going to dive right in. So we know tailoring is a very good profession, and it's a lucrative one at that. It's very lucrative, very profitable. And but then this all boils down to how we make use of this profit and how we extract this profit out of this business, out of the sewing skill, out of this tailoring business. Yeah. um I've seen a lot of tailors have closed up their shops. Yeah, I've seen a lot of tailors who did close up their shops because they are not making the profits they thought they would make out of this business, out of this tailoring skill business, out of this sewing business, and this is their fault. Actually, this is a mistake on their part because they just didn't set a structure when it came to how to charge their customers or how to bill their customers for the service they're going to render. Yeah, and this might have a lot of factors. It might be due to a lot of factors. Yeah, and we're going to address those factors first before we dive right into how you can actually bill your clients, how you can actually bill your customers. Yeah, the first factor is being afraid to bill a customer. You know, when you started this fashion business, when you started sewing, I don't know if you recall, I think every tailor, or yeah, every tailor, every fashion designer, every seamstress, whatever you want to call it, they had this experience. Everyone had this experience, especially the ones sewing the stuffs. They had this experience of you being scared to sew for people, you being scared to sew for customers. And if you can remember, you can see that you've overcome that fear. Yeah, so this particular thing is something you can also overcome as well. See, um take this your tailoring business as something that puts food on your table. It's your major source of income, so it puts foods on your table. It clears up bills. It's going to pay whatever you want for you, and everything, every future plans. It's the major thing that is going to do that for you, right? Because obviously that's why you're putting all your time into it. I guess we don't just put our time into something that we know, okay, um, we're going to use it for a while and all of that. When you put your time into something greatly, meaning you want to make good profit out of it, meaning even if it's something that is your passion, we already know passion goes with money. Yes, even if it's your passion, but when someone pays you well, you have that ginger. That's, you're happy when you're doing that work. You know how it feels now. So number one factor why most people do not charge the way they ought to charge for a service they render after sewing is because they are afraid to lose their customers. They are afraid to build their customers so they don't lose them, so they don't build them, so they don't drive them away. But in the process, they don't know that they are setting a very low standard for themselves. They don't know that they are setting a very, very, very extremely low structure, or should I say no structure, for themselves. And that's very bad. What I'm trying to say in essence is, you being afraid to be a customer, you should note that not everybody will be your customer. You can't make everybody your customer. Even if we have like 1 million people, for instance, we have like 1 million people in the world, you can't, that 1 million people, they can't be your customer. You can't make that 1 million people your customer, because either some might not like your service for no good reason, or some might not just like your personality, or some might not just like anything that has to do with you. You get? Then another fraction of that 1 million, you will just still have people who love you, people who without your service they can't be okay, or people who they want it to be you that must sew that cloth for them, that outfit for them. So that's just it. So the major thing is you setting a standard for yourself. So the same way you were able to overcome the fear of you sewing for people is the same way you have to overcome this fear of billing people, this fear of charging people. Because sometimes people tell us, or some you might be scared that, okay, I don't want to bill this person, I don't want to charge this person, so this person would run away, or so this person would leave. I want this person to be my customer and all of that. See, the moment you give your that person a low price, a very low price to the extent that you're cheating yourself, just know you're going to keep on doing that with that person. You're going to keep on doing that with that particular customer. But when you set your price, when you set your standard, your price structure with that person, know whatever price structure you set with that particular customer, if it's high, know you keep on enjoying it. If it's very low to the extent you're cheating yourself, know you will keep on cheating yourself, because that customer will never budge into paying you a high price for any outfit. So it's rare, it's going to be rare, except your work is exceptionally good and the customer wants to, okay, you really want to do it because your work is good and all of that. So that's just it. That's just it. So if you know your work is neat, your work is good and all of that, you should not be scared. See, anyone that is going to be your customer will be your customer. Whoever God has designed for you, that okay, this person is for you, will be for you. See, it's better to have 50 customers who pay well, who pay well for your service, than having 100 customers who do not pay well for your service, who pay you very cheaply for your service, like they pay 500 naira or 1,000 naira. How long are you going to save that 500 or 1,000 naira a year to be able to pay your store rent, or to be able to pay your children's school fees, or to do any other bill, clear off any other bill you want to clear off? Or how long are you going to keep on taking that 500 or 1,000 naira for an outfit? Because I've seen people who bill 1,000 for an outfit, and I'm like, how much is Duffy's? Like, how is this person making profit and all of that? So you need to kill off that fear. Set a standard, set a price structure for your business. Because see, if you keep on cheating yourself, you might not remain in the business in 5 years from now, except that's your plan. But if that's not your plan, if you want your business to strive through hard, through everything, if you want your business to be successful, let's say 10 years or 5 years from now, you need to set a price structure for your business. You need to set a price structure for your business. So the next thing is should I say using materials to sew from your store for free for people. Okay, I'm going to use examples. Sorry, but I like using examples for everything, so it drives into you faster. So let's say, for example, someone comes and shows you a style. See, this is what I want, and probably the materials you need for that style. There may be black lining, black thread, black venet, and all of this you have them already in your store because the previous style you sold for someone, you had to go buy these materials and you bought them in excess. So you have them in your store, and then in your mind you just be like, okay, pay 5K. Let's say 5,000 naira is your workmanship, and that's just the price you're giving the person. Because you already feel you have the materials in store, so there's no need to charge for the amount you're going to use to buy the things you used to sew that outfit. See, you are only cheating yourself. You're only doing yourself because imagine you do not have those things in your store. Won't you buy them? So just take it as you are selling those things in your store to that person, to making that person's outfit. So in the process, you are not cheating yourself. See, this is business, and business is business. There's no two ways about it. So in the process, you are not cheating yourself. And the earlier you realize that, the better. See, if a customer comes to you, make sure you charge, even if you already have everything you need to make that outfit in your store, you already have it, meaning you are not going outside to buy it. Make sure you calculate it. Make sure you calculate the amount you're going to use to sew that outfit, you're going to use to buy all the materials you need for the outfit. Make sure you calculate it and add it to your workmanship. Don't sew the materials for free and just only collect your workmanship and you didn't bother about the materials you need to sew the outfit. So that's it for it. And then another thing is, remove sentiment from your business. See, if Dangote if Dangote included sentiments in his business, or Bill Gates, or whichever should I say whichever whatever or whichever whoever you look up to as a billionaire, whoever you inspire to aspire if they have added sentiments to their business, I don't think they would have been a billionaire. I don't think Dangote would have been a well-known billionaire if he had added sentiment, and meaning adding sentiment in the sense that, oh, give this person free Smith. This person is building us. This person is my friend. That's this person Smith. This person is going through a lot. Give that person Smith. Give that person 10 Smiths to build us. This if Dangote had done that, I'm not sure he would have been making much profit from his business. See, business is business. Friendship is different from business. Pleasure is different from business. Remove sentiment from your business. See, it's okay, you can sew freely for your mom or for your sister, but then when it comes to friends, a friend that wants you to grow, a friend that knows, okay, this business is your major source of income, would not want you to sew outfit for him or her for free. They will put in money. Indirectly, they are sewing into your business. Indirectly, they are supporting your business. A friend that comes to you, I beg you, you know, my friend, sew for me for free. Just know that friend, let me just be blunt with you. Let's be blunt with each other. Know that friend is not in for the well-being of your business. Know that friend is not in full support of your business. Except that friend is always bringing referrals, customers that, you know, they value your service, customers that they stay, and when you give them price, they do. Except that you can say, okay, let me just do it free for this friend. But a friend that really means well would, you know, pay for your service rendered. Likewise, same way, if you yourself have a friend that also renders a service, and you go and meet that friend and bake cake for me for free now, you know, my birthday, you don't want the growth of that your friend's business. Let's be blunt. But when you go and meet your friend, okay, bake cake for me, or how much now? Probably the friend tells you, okay, for this size of cake, and it's 13K. I normally charge you, and so okay, do it for me 12,000 naira now. In as much as far as you paid for it, meaning you are sewing into that your friend's business, meaning you are supporting your friend's business. Take for instance, it's just like your friend went to the market. Let's say your friend owns a boutique. Will you go and meet your friend then because she owns a boutique and because she's your friend, she should give you outfit for free when she used money to buy those outfits? So same thing is also applied to tailoring business or whichever business that has to do with what you make from scratch. So that's just it. Remove sentiment from business. Remove it if you want to excel in business. If you want to keep striving in your business, if you want to be successful in your business, if you want your business to keep doing well 10 years from now, 15 years from now, remove sentiment from your business. If you are doing anything like, okay, fine, once in a while you can say, okay, I'll sew this cloth for you for free as your gift and all of that. Not all the time, like, okay, it's not like a regular thing. Whenever your friend wants to come and sew, it's free of charge. And before you know it, maybe you have 5 friends, all of them they are coming to sew from your hand free of charge. That's too bad. Remove sentiment from your business. Now we'll go to the main topic of today. We'll go to the main reason I had to make this video, and that is how to charge your customers. Charge, I will call it charge. Someone said my tone, the pronunciations or whatever it is, it's always obvious. Well, that's me, that's my accent. So yeah, so we're going to go to the main topic, which is how to charge your customers, how to set price, how to rent a set price for the service you want to render. Let's say you want to sew a cloth. How do I set a price for this outfit I want to sew? How do I say, okay, this outfit, this is the amount for it, without cheating myself, without going to the market and realizing, hey, I don't do, after buying everything and you see that it's mainly just only 200 naira, which is the transport fare for you to go, and that's the money you build for that outfit, and you're like, hey, I didn't make any profit here. So how do you do that? Well, I'm going to give an example. I've seen a lot of people who charge, tailors who charge 1,000 naira, 1,500, for making a gown, like a well laced, covered, how do I put it? Sorry, I don't know how best to put it, but I've seen people who charge 1,000 naira for sewing a gown that has door face, that has zip, oh god, that has probably some appliques. Okay, fine, I understand they might have some of those things, maybe they have the red door face inside, but they are cheating themselves. So let's say, okay, is it that 1,000 naira that you will, how long are you going to save that 1,000 naira for a year to be able to pay your house rent, your feeding money, and clear off any other bill, your NEPA bill, social tax, and all of that? How long are you going to save that? See, it's best you have 50 customers that pay you well. See, those 50 customers, as far as your work is neat, your services is good, and your packaging, yes, on that thing is packaging when it comes to use certain price structure. And your packaging, I'll discuss about this packaging on another video, but in this video I'm trying to make this video as brief as possible. And then your packaging is lit, trust me. When you have these 3 things, and then you have a 50, oh god, what am I even saying? When you have 50 customers that pay you well, see, and then everything is okay, everything is on a check, see, those 50 people, they will also tell other people that are also of the same standards. They will also tell them even higher standard. They will also tell them, see you, this person is very reliable, this person is very okay. Do you know there are some fashion designers that charge as much as 350,000 naira for an outfit, and people still go to them to sew it because they have set a standard for themselves? So you can start setting standards. I'm not saying you should just start billing your customers 350k. You already know your location, you already know the kind of customers you have, but then I'm trying to tell you, do not cheat yourself. That's what I'm trying to say. That's the whole focal point of this whole story. Do not cheat yourself. So in charging your customers, yeah, you need to calculate the price of the items needed to make the outfit. So let's say someone comes to your store and they want to sew, should we use a corset? They want to sew a corset, yeah? A corset, or okay, not everyone knows how to sew a corset, so let's use a peplum blouse. They want to sew a peplum blouse and skirts, right? And in making a peplum, you need your breast pad. You need your breast pad, you need your lining, you need your zip, you need your thread. You just be writing them out. You need your thread, you need your strongest gum stain, or just the gum stain, whichever, how strong, it matters how strong you want your peplum to be. Your strong gum stain. What else would you be requiring? Okay, your line is already there and all of that. And then the skirts, you also know you need another smaller zip for it and all of that. You write everything out that you need. Try as much as possible not to miss anything. Probably there are some kind of v-net gather here. Write the v-net with it, and write how many yards you need to make it. Then write out the price. Okay, this outfit, this peplum I'm making for you, that is within you. I'm not saying you should be telling it out to your customer. This is within you. Okay, the breast part, you calculate it within your mind, or you are calculating, you're writing it out. You might take excuse from the customer, or you might just give the customer a month to chill while you settle down to make your calculations and all of that. You might just calculate breast pad. Okay, I need like half a yard for this client, so probably it's not full padding. Okay, half a yard is also 400. Okay, lining half. Lining is, I need like 5 yards. Okay, lining half, 5 yards, 1,000 naira. Okay, I need to, you calculate everything. Then you now think about your workmanship. Like, okay, how much do I need to make this cloth? Like, how much am I willing to make this cloth? Then you put your price on how much you are willing to make this cloth. So the first step in charging your customer is to calculate how much you're going to use to buy things you need to make that outfit. How much, I'll write it up there, how much you're going to need to buy the things you need to make that outfit. So you calculate it and you write the price out. Now that's number one. You write the price out. Okay, so let's say you need like 6,000 naira to buy things needed, including the appliques, so including the stones, so including the beads, so everything amounts to 6,000 naira that you need to make this particular outfit, that you need to make this particular dress, this particular peplum and all of that. Then you think to yourself, okay, my workmanship, how do I charge this person? Now when it comes to workmanship, a lot of factors come into play: location and time. Now we're going to deal on the location part. If you're in a good location, and obviously you know, in a good location, in a high location, let's say the standard of living there is high, you already know your price is going to be high. But if you're in a local location and you know, these people, if I tell them 10,000 naira, they can't be able to pay. So you can think, okay, let me just put the workmanship at 5,000 naira. Or okay, let me just put the workmanship at okay, let me just use 4,000 naira to sew this cloth. That's the least I can go. So you can add 4,000 to the 6,000 and tell the person, okay, your price, the price I used to sew this outfit for you is 10,000 naira. Because for a person to bring such an outfit that requires v-net, requires beading, requires appliques, meaning the person should know that such outfit is executive, is an executive style. So the person should be able to pay executively. Sorry, the person should be able to pay executively. So you tell the person, okay, 10,000, and probably the person is still like, 10,000 is too much, and all of that. Beat it down for me. You might tell the person, see, if I'm going to beat it down for you, do not beat it down by reducing your workmanship. Don't try it. Rather, you tell the person, see, if I'm going to beat it down for you, okay, see, these appliques, it won't be like this, or these beads, it's not going to be much like this, or these v-nets, it won't be full like this, the way you are seeing it on this picture. Allow the person to agree to it. But if you see the person is someone, or if you don't want to spoil your reputation at all, then that's the last price. It's 10,000. It's 10,000. That's it. Or you might move 500. It's 9,500. But for me, most times I don't touch my workmanship. I don't use it to play. Because if you want to go to a makeup artist and you want a makeup artist to make up your face, you don't price. They tell you it's 4,000, you pay 4,000, and it's something you're going to wash off. So why am I making an outfit for you that you would wear for probably a year or two, or even not, if not more? Like the outfit will still be with you, and you're telling me I should beat down price greatly. Let's have good mind. No, seriously, a makeup artist does your makeup for a day, beautiful makeup for a day, and you're paying good price because you see how luxury it is, and you're also coming to sew a luxury outfit and you're expecting a cheaper rate. Who does that? Who does that? So these are the issues, these are the things. So another thing is, when it comes to your workmanship, you should also put time into play. So if you know, okay, let's say we've already said 4,000 naira because, okay, we've written the location. Then you think of the time that probably you don't have enough hands on desk or whatever it is to help you with, so sewing the beads and all of that. Let's say it's just you and maybe one of your staff, the only staff you have. You think of it, the time I used to make this outfit, I can use it to make two more of my customers' outfits that are also paying me well. Meaning I'm dedicating more time to this outfit, to doing this outfit. So I should be paid for my time. Then you can think, okay, for my time, I can add 2,000 out to the workmanship. And that's 6,000. So 6 plus 6, that's 6 plus the 6,000 for the outfit. That's 12,000. So in total, your amount is 12,000. So the summary of this whole thing is, when you're setting your price, calculate the amount. The first thing you have to do is to calculate the amount you're going to use to buy the materials you will need to make that outfit, number one. Then number two, you're going to think about your workmanship. And your workmanship, sometimes most tailors have already concluded on the workmanship they're going to use to sew an outfit. I can remember then, before I started sewing, I went to a tailor to request that, okay, I want to sew an outfit. And she told me, see, my workmanship is 4,000 naira for this cloth, to sew this cloth outfit for you. But then you need 3,000 naira to buy the materials for this clothes. See, now that I know much about sewing, even that 3,000 I paid for workmanship, she actually cheated me, because the materials she even got, they were very cheap ones. And as at then, things were very cheap, meaning the materials were not even up to, and the materials needed, they were not even up to how many yards. The doffers I that was used for the outfit was not up to a yard. So meaning the materials needed were never up to 1,000 naira. But then I paid, right, because I knew she was good with it. So that's just it. So I'm not saying you should cheat your customers when it comes to calculating the actual price for it. As far as you know that's the actual price, please do not cheat them when it comes to calculating the actual price needed for that materials. Do not cheat them. Some people have already, there are some tailors that, they have already concluded in their mind that when it comes to Ankara, they have already calculated their workmanship. That when it comes to Ankara, this is the price they are setting. For Ankara, they take 8,000 naira when it comes to anything that has to do with Ankara, because we know Ankara is very easy to sew compared to lace. Lace is like a very, very special sewing. It requires a special sewing. So you don't, how do I put it? So you avoid some certain mistakes, maybe like burning or dragging the sewing. Like lace is different. Lace is different from Ankara. So some tailors or some seamstress or fashion designers have already concluded that, see, if they are sewing Ankara, they are collecting 8 or 9,000 naira. If they are sewing lace, they are collecting nothing less than 15 or 18,000 naira. So it all depends on you, the side pattern you want to take. For me, what works, it all depends on what will work well for you. You can decide, okay, I don't have time to start calculating and the materials needed and all those plenty stuff. Okay, this is the I'll just say, okay, any style, as far as it's a gown, if it's gown, Ankara gown, 5,000 naira. Let's say A-shape gown. If it's skirt and blouse, I'll be collecting 10,000 naira. If it's also style, I'll be collecting also this as far as it's Ankara. Then if it's a lace gown, plain gown, I'll be collecting 8,000, and so on. If that's your pattern, fine, no problem. But just make sure you are not cheating yourself in that. Make sure you sit down, do your calculations very well before writing out the actual prices that you collect for any material brought to your store. Sometimes you go into some tailor stores and they've already pasted the price. That's because they have already sat down to think, see, if we're making an A-shaped gown, this is the materials needed already, no matter the style. This is the materials needed. So this is the amount needed to buy the materials. This is the workmanship will be taken out of it. If we are sewing a skirt and blouse, this is the materials needed. This is the amount to be used to. This is the workmanship will be taken out of it. So they have already made the calculations. If you are sewing this, this is it. If you are sewing skirt and blouse, this. If you are sewing corset, this is the money we'll use to buy the material. Let's say we are using 5,000 to buy the material. We'll use okay. Let's say we are using 10,000 to buy the material. Since materials needed to sew it, then we'll use take 8,000 as our workmanship. So in total, when it comes to corset, if you are sewing any corset, you are paying 18,000 naira. So that's also a very, very good step in setting your price. So there are two ways to set your price. Ways number one, should I say ways number one? It contains A. I'll write it up there. Yeah. A. Ways number one. A. Calculate the materials needed to sew that outfit. B. Think about your workmanship. Add your workmanship to it. That is materials needed, amount of materials needed, the amount for the materials needed plus workmanship equals to the total amount the person is going to pay you for the service render, equals to the amount you're going to charge your customer. And I also said, when it comes to thinking about your workmanship, location matters. The time, your effort, it matters. Because if you are to sew other people's outfits, you also know how much you'll be making. With that time, you'll be making just only that one outfit. So that also matters a lot. And then the second way of billing is You make your calculation before even a customer come, meaning at the set of the business, you've already, at the onset of your business, you've already calculated, see, these are the things needed to make so styles. These are the things needed to make so styles. These are the things needed to make so styles. So these are my workmanship when making those styles. You have them together, sum them together, and then that's just it. So whenever a customer comes to your store, I want to make an A-shaped gown. Oh, this is the price we take when it comes to A-shaped gown. You've already calculated the materials, you've already added the workmanship. This is the price, you already pasted it in your store. Okay, this is the price, this is it. Oh, you want to make corset? Ah, this is the price we take for corset. I once went to a fashion store, a tailor store precisely, where I wanted to sew a gown, and when I got there, that was like 3 years ago. No, it's more than, that's like 6 years ago now, if not more than. I wanted to sew a gown, and immediately I got there, yeah, the lady was like, what do you want? What kind of style? I just showed her this is what I want. She said, okay, if you want to sew this kind of a style, which falls under the A-shaped gown, this is the amount to charge for it. We charge 6,000 naira. And in that process, you cannot price. It's just like going for photo shoots, and they show you, photo shoot, they already have the price list for each studio section, the time and everything, and they show you, see, for 20 minutes we charge you 50k or charge you 25k. You can't price it. It's already there. It's a written rule. So imagine you've already pasted it and it's already there, and you're like, okay, 6,000 now, okay, no problem, take. And you already know the person's going to do a good job for you. And most tailors that do that, they do good job. So that's just it. So these are the ways you build your customers. So there's also another issue when it comes to this whole financial thing of tailoring business. This whole financial talk of tailoring business. Yeah, it's how to make good use of this profit, this good use of this workmanship. Yes, your workmanship is your profit. You know that. Hope you do. Your workmanship is your profit you are making from that your sewing business. So how do you make good use of it? Some of us, we do not have good saving ethics. We are not good with saving. Like, okay, the customer pays us, yes, and our workmanship for the outfit was 10,000 naira, and we are like, okay, 10,000 naira. Before you know it, let's say boutique, there's a boutique store close to our store, close to where we sew, and there's one dress you have been eyeing. Then you go there, and the person, the boutique owner, is like, oh, it's 10,000, and within you know there's no special place you are wearing that dress to. You know you do not really need that outfit now, but because it's fine, it's entering your eyes, you just go there, yeah, bring it. The workmanship is gone for that day. The next day, same thing. The next day, same thing. See, I'm not saying you should not enjoy yourself, because that's the whole essence of you working. That's the whole essence of putting good price in your product. Yes, I'm not saying you should not enjoy yourself. What I'm trying to say is, how do you save? You know, when it comes to saving in sewing business, saving also determines how far your business would go. Because there might time where there might be times when emergencies comes up. Emergencies like probably your machine is having issues and you need someone to come work on it. You need to pay workmanship. You need to pay for the person's service. Or let's say something came up and you need to pay for it. Okay, here's the money. I've used it to buy clothes from that boutique. I've used to bought an outfit from that boutique. Hello. So there are two ways you save. Yeah. So I'm going to list the two ways. So it's either you open a bank that you know you would have no ATM card, because once you have ATM card to a bank, it's difficult to save except you're a very, very disciplined person. But if you're not a disciplined person, please just avoid applying for what's it called, ATM sorry sorry just avoid applying for ATM card. Just avoid it. If you're not a disciplined person, if you're disciplined and you know there is no way you can touch it except you need it, then no problem. So create a bank. Yeah, step number one, create a bank where you save. Now that your workmanship, you're going to break it into different sections. You're not just going to put the full 10,000 naira workmanship or the full 20,000 naira workmanship there. Yeah, you're not just going to put it there. So you might break it into, you might also have if you have a contribution that is reliable, because most, when it comes to most tailors, they are into contributions. Yeah, they are into contributions that are very, very, very reliable, that they know, okay, this person will not run away with my money. Because imagine you've saved your money with someone, and the person jackpot with your money or run with your money. That's another issue, meaning all your efforts was wasted. So if you have someone reliable, or someone reliable that does contribution, that you know the person is not going to run with your money, never, there is no way possible. Or you can just, in that same your bank, you can just put in the 10,000 naira. Okay, let's first of all deal with putting your money in that same your bank. You put your workmanship or your profits. The workmanship is also your profit. You put your workmanship in that bank, yes, that you opened for savings. And then you should have a Google sheet. Yeah, as a business person, you should have a Google sheet. It's an app. Yeah, Google Sheet helps you with how do I put it, recording your business. It helps you with recording how much you're making in your business. Helps you in recording your losses, your profits, your gains, and all of those plenty things you get. So you should have Google Sheets. So when you have Google Sheets, you might say, okay, today is 1st of January 2021 or 2024. Yes, okay. So I made 10,000 naira today. You write it there, 10,000 naira. So 10,000 naira, this is what it is for 2,000 naira for 2,000 naira for monthly collection, 4,000 naira for yearly collection, and the balance, which is 3,000 naira for any emergencies or whatever it is. You get. Now that monthly collection, the 2,000 naira you're paying for monthly collection, the next day someone also comes, sows as well, and you do the same thing. Okay, 2,000 naira, you're always paying 2,000 naira. You've already said within you, okay, 2,000 naira for monthly collection. That monthly collection serves as your salary. It's like you're paying yourself. That was why I brought up contribution. So it might be monthly contribution you paying every day to that person. So at the end of the month, the person gives you. So it's like you're paying yourself monthly. So that's the money you can use to take care of yourself, do whatever you want to do, buy whatever you want to buy that outfit that is entering your eyes and all of that. So it's like your monthly salary. Then the yearly contribution they are taking, that money can go into anything you want. Maybe you've said it within yourself, okay, this money is for the store rent, and for these other things, the money I collect yearly is for this or that. It all depends on you. Then maybe the emergencies money, you just leave it there. That keeps growing over and over time. So these are ways you save your business, save your money. That emergency money in 2 years to come, probably it's as turned to a good amount of money, good sum of money. You can use it to expand your business. You can even pump it more into your business, buy more machine, or use it to set up. Probably you already own a tailor shop and you want to set up, expand more in your business. You can say, okay, let me expand more for more students, to accommodate more students, to open a fashion school, and all of that. You can see in the process you are growing more in your business. You are growing more in your business. So these are the little things that matters. They are the little things that matters. You branch your savings. You branch your savings into monthly, which is like your salary payment, yearly for rent or whatever. Or you can branch it into rent, yearly rent, monthly, yearly rent, and emergencies. It all depends on what you want. So monthly is like you're paying your salary. You break down the money, you break down that 10,000 naira. Monthly is like you're paying your salary. I don't know if you understand this way explanation. I don't know if it's confusing to you, but I'll try to write it out there so you might read it, reread it, and understand it. So monthly is like you're paying yourself. Yearly is like, okay, just on a yearly basis that I can take and use it for whatever I feel like using it for. Maybe buying my children's Christmas and New Year's outfit, or doing whatever I want to do, or buying so air that has been entering my eyes, or so things, whatever it is. Then rent, okay, this money will go into rent and all of that. That you are branching them. Then also emergencies. That emergency you can keep it for 5 years, 6 years. Then by the time you can just go withdraw your money from the bank. Emergency, mostly put it in your bank, or don't go and do it for contribution. Contribution, you can do it for like monthly. For yearly, I don't know. If it's someone you trust, no problem for yearly. But when it comes to emergency savings, save it in your bank. That's just it. Before someone will go and run with your 6 years savings. But when it comes to monthly, that's why I said contribution. Someone, okay, is you can easily take your money and all of that. But when it comes to yearly rent and emergencies, you can put them in your bank. So that's just it. You can say with this plans, with this financial structure in your business, you're going to do well in your business. You're going to do successful. Because see, even if sewing is a passion for you, see, even if sewing is a passion for you, if there is no money involved, you quickly lose that passion. That's just the plain truth. See, let no one deceive you. Oh, passion, passion, passion. Yes, it's good to have passion for the business, but if there's no money involved, forget it. You will lose interest in that passion. Let's say people that are into skincare business. See, if there was no money involved in the skincare business, they will lose that passion, even if they are making little profits out of it. As far as there's still profits coming out of it, there's still money, even if it's little coming out of that skincare business, it will still keep fueling that ginger to go to the market and get ingredients to make the skincare products, because they know they are getting profit from it. So money fuels your passion. That's just the plain truth. Just imagine you are sewing. I don't know if you've witnessed this before. You are sewing and you're sewing it for free. The ginger is not that much. Imagine you are sewing for yourself. You already know you are not going to pay for it, and that's why most tailors, they don't finish their outfits because they feel they are not paying for it. So the ginger is not there. Not like as if you don't like sewing. You love it. You love a fashion, but because the payment is not there, the money is not there for that outfit, you lose that interest, you lose that ginger. But when a customer pays you well for the outfit, oh God, even when you are ironing and you are sweating, you'll be smiling. You will even be singing, praise God, hallelujah. So that's just it. That's just the plain truth. So money fuels passion. Don't allow anybody to tell you any lies. Oh, see, even without money, passion is passion. See, even if a business is very stressful, if you are making good profit out of that business, you will not care about the stress. You will fall in love with it. That's just the plain truth. Even if a business are there businesses that are not stressful? A lot of businesses are stressful, but because of the little money you are making for it or from it, or the huge money you are making from it, you keep doing it because you know this thing is yielding income. Like you are seeing the results. So why should you give up? So don't allow anybody to deceive you. Oh, passion. As far as you have passion for sewing, don't bother yourself about the money. See, don't allow anybody to deceive you. It's that money you use to push your business forward. It's that money you will use to groom yourself. Even if you want to upgrade, it's that money from that fashion business you will use to upgrade. It's that money from that fashion business you will use to be a support to your spouse. So these are just the little things that matters when it comes to savings and all of that, and when it comes to sewing being a passion for you. When a customer pays you well, you are happy doing that work. Even if it's cake, even if you are baking a cake, you'll be happy doing it and you do it so well. So that's just it. You will make sure when a customer pays you well, there is this energy, there is this zeal to make sure you don't make any mistake. There's this energy to make sure that work comes out perfect. Like you make sure you take your time, because that payment it dey ginger your body. Sorry, I'm speaking pidgin because I just had to. That payment dey ginger your body. That payment it dey fuel your ginger to make sure say that cloth come out perfect. So that's just it, guys, and I hope this topic was so refreshing, and I hope this topic has taught you that, see, your tailoring is a business and it's a good profession. Like there are, I can start listing a whole lot of fashion designers that are making good profits from their business. I'm not saying you should just jump to that level because they started from stage by stage. But for you to get to that stage, you have to start setting structure, your financial structure for your business. You have to stop that era of charging 1,000 naira or 1,500 for an outfit. For what now? Even if you are sewing buba wrapper, you can say, okay, you want to sew it for 3,000 or 4,000 naira, list for 3,000 naira. Not you are sewing it for 500, abba, 500 for your time used to sew it or for your time used to cut it. Because when it comes to sewing, it's different. How do I put it? Cutting process, you have sewing process, ironing process, fitting process. You can see the whole process, and those processes they take time. So you would watch your value for that time. How do I put it? You want um, um, the money paid for that time to be worth it. So that's just all I am trying to say. And let me just summarize this. When you are in a fashion business, please remove sentiment. Sentiment has killed a lot of fashion business. Oh, I don't want to lose this person. Oh. Let me just see if that person will keep coming. Oh, you have gained that person as a customer, but that person will keep pricing you very low. Let's say the first time you sold it 500 naira, that person will keep coming to you, please sell it for me 500 naira, and you can't say no because you've started it. That's why they say not start with you, not finish. Not start with you, not finish. That's why that statement was made. It's a proverb. Not start with you, not finish. What you know you cannot be able to continue for 10 years, don't start it. So set your financial structure in your fashion business. And like I earlier stated on how you should charge your customer, I hope that was very, 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 very understandable enough. If you still do not understand it, don't worry, drop a comment, or you can email me on my Gmail, which is on my YouTube channel, or I will just even drop it on the description box. You can email me or drop your comments. I'll reply to you because I want all of us to, smile when we're sewing, because tailoring is a very good profession. So I want everybody to smile. Yeah. So if you still do not understand my explanation on how to charge your customer, don't worry, drop a comment, drop your questions. I will reply them. So by the way, my name is Whitney Highway. I am a YouTuber, a fashion designer, and a businesswoman. And as a fashion designer, this YouTube channel is majorly for, um, giving you fashion tips, tailoring tips, and also teaching you or dishing out tutorials. Sorry, dishing out tutorials to you on how to sew easily. Because one thing when it comes to sewing for me, I like it easy. I don't like stress. Yeah, I don't like stress when it comes to cutting, when it comes to sewing. So this YouTube channel is majorly for fashion tips, and it's majorly for sewing. Yes, sewing and cutting made easy. And if these are something you like, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Yes, do well to hit the subscribe button, and also hit on that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I drop a new video. So you'll be notified whenever I drop a new video. And don't forget to like, share, and comment. So see you again on my next video. I love you. Ciao.